Introducing 154 Pearl Street, Laguna Beach. Two remodeled coastal contemporary historic homes resting on one iconic ocean view lot near the sand. This property is documented as Laguna's first home built in 1883 and was the residence of Laguna's noted architect Thomas Harper in the 1920s to 40s. Highlighting whitewater views from every window, the elegantly transformed main home is 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, plus a loft, and maintains elements of the original structure. Original cottage windows and flooring in the modern kitchen and hallway heighten the charm and magic. Additionally, this coastal compound includes a 1,600 square foot guest home with 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, a rare 3-car attached garage, and 2 additional parking spaces.
So folks, this property here, as we've been advertising, bidding to start from at $4 million here, folks. We've got several phone registered bidders, online bidders also, ladies and gentlemen. This property here, based on the interest that we've had prior to auction, we're going to start it at a more appropriate place. Bidding to start is going to be at $4.8 million from here, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to progress forward at $100,000 increments. All we need is an opening bid, an opening acknowledgement, ladies and gentlemen, at $4.8 million to kick us away. And what do we say? Opening bid or opening offer to start. Let's acknowledge it, whether it's online or over the phone, for an opening bid at $4.8 million. Away we go. You can start higher than that if you really want to, guys. And what do we say? At 4.8 it is on the phone. 4.8 it is now on one of our phone registered bidders now with Shannon at $4.8 million, and away we go. At 4.8 the next logical step will be 4.9 from here, ladies and gentlemen. What do we say at 4.9 it is? At 4.9 it is now. Jason with your phone registered bidder at 4.9. The bid offered called now, and what do we say to straight to 5? Get the psychological edge. Get to the 5 number first, ladies and gentlemen. Away we go. At $4.9 million the bid now. Shannon, what do we say? Rules at our auctions are you just can't make one bid. We go to 5, I would have thought from here. Where do we go, ladies and gentlemen? If it's worth 4.9, definitely worth 5 and well above it now, considering the historical value that you're purchasing also, ladies and gentlemen. They don't reproduce this every day. There's no question about it. That historical value in Laguna Beach itself, ladies and gentlemen. A landmark address. What do we say now at 4.9? The bid offered called now. We go straight to 5. I would have thought from there. I'm going to call it through 3 times and 3 times only. When I call it through 3 times, ladies and gentlemen, it prompts you. Once I get to the end of the 3rd and final call, I'll make a decision that's appropriate for the property. At 5 as it is now, back with our starting offer at $5 million a bid now. I'm back with your phone registered bidder now. This time Shannon at $5 million a bid. At $5 million a bid now, we go to 5.1. I would have thought from there. Jason, what do we say now at $5 million a call now? 5.1 the opportunity to go. Daniel, your buyer involved. Anyone online as well? What do we say?
5.1.
5.1 it is. At 5.1 it is now, ladies and gentlemen. At 5.1 back with Jason's bidder now, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 2-man race at this point in time. What do we say? In or out? Need to know, folks. You're coming down the back straight in 2nd position. You need to be in 1st when it comes to auctions, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, you're only walking away with a brochure. No keys in hands at $5.1 million the call. At $5,100,000 a bid now to 5.2. I would have thought from there, ladies and gentlemen. Give you time to think about it, but the more you think about it, the more it's going to make sense. I can assure you of that. Sorry, John? Sorry, John, 5.2.
5.2, we're in.
5.2 it is. At 5.2 and a new entry there, ladies and gentlemen, over the phone with John Bass's registered bidder there with a $5.2 million bid now, with a phone bid now. That's 3 phone bidders at play, ladies and gentlemen, at $5.2 million the call now. We go to 3, I would have thought from there, ladies and gentlemen. What do we say? At $5.2 million a bid offered called now. Shannon, your chance to bid and buy. If we want to go in sequence here, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go back to the starter now at 5.3, or Jason, your buyer, your chance to come involved. Anybody else that's registered to bid and approved online also. What do we say? In or out? Need to know. We call 3 times. First time.
50 increment at this stage, Ben.
Shannon, I will, in the interest of momentum at this point, at 5.250 the call. I won't take any less than that when we're talking property like this, though. I'll make it very, very clear, ladies and gentlemen, there won't be any further reduction till we hit a better number than that. At 5.250 the call it is now. Back with Shannon's bidder on the phone at $5,250,000 bid. At $5,250,000 a bid now. At 5.25, some would say now. What do we say, ladies and gentlemen? We edge it forward to 5.3. At 5.3, ladies and gentlemen, you might want to keep your strategy in $100,000 increments to show strength at this point of the time. Why wouldn't you with good property on offer? That's for sure. At $5,250,000 a bid now, we go to 5.3. The opportunity, I call it through 3 times again, prompting you in the equation. First time. Are we done? Second time. Ladies and gentlemen, the hammer is raised. You miss out at this point. We go to 5.3. I would have thought from there. 3rd and final chance now, and what do we say now at $5,250,000 bid now? Same opportunity, straight to 5.3 if you like, or 3.50 the opportunity. Now it's back with our starting offer now at $5,250,000 the call now for the 3rd and final chance in the equation, ladies and gentlemen.
Ben, will you take 5.27?
Absolutely not, John. It'll...
5.2.
Absolutely not. We will only take 5-3 at this point. We won't take $25,000 increments at this point, John. We need to be much higher to consider those numbers. Again, we're not going to give any false hope of underselling a property in this equation because, ladies and gentlemen, historical value is here at $5,250,000, 5-3 and back in front. I've got 5-3 here now. Shannon back with the starter now. John, our buyer needs to be quicker now. Keep it in 50s. Definitely worth it at 5,350. The opportunity for them to go at 5-3. The call now at $5,300,000. The bid offered called now. It's there at 5-3. The bid offered called now. We go to 5,350 from there, John, if you'd like to go at $5,300,000 a bid now. Jason, you've been a little bit quiet for a little while. What do we say? We need to get involved at this point at 5-3. The call at $5,300,000 a bid now. 350 the chance to move it forward now. I call it through 3 times. First time I call it now at $5,300,000 a bid. Second time at $5,300,000 a bid, ladies and gentlemen. Not going to hesitate at this point because it's great value. We've got good contingent interest after the auction as well, ladies and gentlemen. People that needed a little bit more time. And again, that's your chance to bid and buy right here in this open and transparent category. We go to 5,350, I would have thought. Third and final chance now. We done in silent. What do we say for the 5-3 opportunity?
5-3-5.
5-3-5 and back in front, John. At 5-3-5, the opportunity now as they progress forward, they put that chess piece right in the right position to take advantage of this individual situation. Shannon, your chance to get above it now. Jason, yours as well. What do we say with the phone register bidders now? Dan, a little bit quiet, your side as well. Perhaps timing your run. 5-4 it is, back with the starting offer. At 5-4 the bid now, back with our starting bidder, ladies and gentlemen. Now at 5-4 the bid offered called now. We go to 5.45 it is. What do we say? Why don't you just go straight to 5-5, get the psychological edge and get to that number first. At $5,400,000 a bid now, call it through. First. Second, at $5,400,000 the bid offered called now. We go to 5,450. What do we say at $5,400,000 a bid now? Third and final chance in the equation. Are we done in silent? Out at $5,400,000 a bid now. 5,450. John, waiting for your opportunity here, mate. Your chance to bid and buy with your buyer that's over the phone. What do we say now at 5-4? The bid now, 5,450. The opportunity, 5-5. 5,450 and back in front now. At 5,450 now, back with Jason's buyer over the phone, ladies and gentlemen. That's the bid and buy right now. They timed their run perhaps at 5,450 as they watched it play out in the transparent and open negotiation of auction. At 5,450 the call now. Surely Shannon, 5-5's a logical step in the right direction. What do we say? At 5,450 the bid offered called now. A shake of a head this way. East, south, southwest is not going to do it. We need north, south, that's for sure. What do we say? West, east, I should say. What do we say now? In or out? Need to know, ladies and gentlemen. Are we done? First time at 5,450, the bid offered called. Second time at 5,450, the bid offered called now, ladies and gentlemen. 5-5. If it's worth 5,450, folks, it's worth 5-5 for sure. 5,475. Jason, I'm going to say no to that at this point. We need to be to 5-5 until I take $25,000 increments just to keep the integrity in the process. At 5,450 the call. Are we done? For the sake of 5-5, the bid offered called now for $25,000 increment. They need to put a 50 increment in order to progress forward. That's for sure. I call it through. First time at 5,450, the bid offered called now, ladies and gentlemen, done. Second time at 5,450 the call. 5-5 the bid offered called. That's the case of thinking about it, making more sense, folks, as it's logically going to do when it comes to good real estate at 5-5 the offer. At 5-5 the offer, the bid offered called now at $5,500,000 the bid now. We go to 5,550 from here, or we can drop that increment down and take $25,000 increments to keep the momentum here, Heidi. That's their chance to bid and buy. $25,000 more to go, ladies and gentlemen. What do we say? Or keep it in 50s. I don't mind if you keep it in hundreds or round it straight to $10 million. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, that's your chance to bid and buy now. The smaller the increment, the more you've got to listen to me at $5,500,000 the bid. At $5,500,000 the bid, ladies and gentlemen, and a whole lot of zeros to follow. What do we say? First time at 5-5, the bid offered called now. Second time at 5-5, the bid offered done silent. Third and final chance now. We're done. Just confirming out. For the sake of $25,000 increments, we're going, done. Going to just quickly Refer that over to our sellers, ladies and gentlemen. With any auction, as it mentioned at the beginning of today's proceedings, we will pause from time to time. $5,500,000 is the bid at the moment. Jason, with your phone registered bidder at this point in time, I know that there are a number of registered bidders that did not bid in the equation. Folks, if you are a registered bidder on this property, please make sure you stay till the end of the event, because we will be coming back and referring back to this property with any of the updates of our negotiation, any of the updates on selling the property or putting it on the marketplace. It is important that you hang around, you watch, or you reach out directly to one of your associated auction team that you've been nominated to get that appropriate update, as we know your time is valuable. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of momentum, we're going to go through to lot number 3. Folks, we're going to quickly go back to the property at 154 Pearl Street in Laguna Beach. We're going to increase our offer on that property. I left you at $5,500,000. We're going to increase with one of our seller bids that's below the seller's non-disclosure reserve to $5.6 million. To give you an indication, you need to be at or above that in order to continue forward with your negotiations, folks, in order to purchase this historical property. So, folks, $25,000 increments to increase over and above $5.6 million if you wanted to move forward there. $5,600,000, ladies and gentlemen. If I call it through 3 times and 3 times only, there's no further bid. We're going to continue our negotiations with our highest bidders, but I'm giving you an indication that you need to be at or above that if you would like to be seriously considered. At 5.6, the bid offer called, ladies and gentlemen. We're done and silent. I call it through 3 times only. First time at 5.6, the bid offer called. Second time at 5.6, the opportunity now. Third and final chance now at $5.6 million, a $25,000 increment to get you back involved now, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's over the phone or online. Your chance to bid and buy. Done. 5.6 the bid. Silent. Well, folks, we're going to leave it there at $5.6 million at this point, at or above that to move forward. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I know we are close to bringing a deal together there, somewhere close there, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are interested, reach out to Jason Scott or your appropriate member of the Harcourts auction team if you've been communicating with them. But either way, folks, that's our first auction event under the hammer, so to speak, or done. So either way, we look forward to seeing you at our next auction event in January.